60-something years, but this woman could still fit into that costume just like it was 1966. What do you think? So again, Adam does send his regrets. He's sorry he's come down with a touch of the flu, but you know what, guys? An exciting time to be here because the countdown is on. In just 10 days, November 11th, these guys are going to be catapulting into your living rooms as the DVD is officially released of the 1966 Batman series. What do you guys think about that? Yeah, that's great. Now, there's an infomercial currently running, is there not, that we've seen?
Yes. Well, now we have a mic. Hello, citizens. Wowie, zowie, what a turnout.
It's a great turnout. So we're going to keep this short and sweet. We're going to take some questions. We're going to have a little bit of fun. And then from here, we're going back to the autograph table over there where you can get up close and personal with Julie Newmar and Burt Ward and have some fun. So, Julie, I love the cat ears. You've got the ears on. You look wonderful. Hey, so we got a gentleman up front here that wants to ask a question. You got a mic there? You can right into the mic. Right into the mic, sir.
Julie Newmar, what was it like when you were acting with Burt Ward and having...
I thought he was dead. Didn't we kill him?
Julie, this gentleman, he wanted to know what it was like working with Burt and Adam on the set back then in the 60s.
I don't know. I think I'm in love with you.
Oh, no. We'll keep all spectators. No, Julie, not today. Not today, Julie. We're short on time. I've seen what you've done to people
I'm
like
not
this.
short on time. I'm short on time.
Julie, behave. We only have a few minutes. We got to answer some questions.
They're going to get the wrong impression about us.
They always had the right impression about it. You don't know how smart people are. Just as you think it was camp. Was it camp? Camp? Yeah, sure. Camp is fun.
Oh, come up, shake hands real quick, and then we're going to get some other questions. Give her a hug.
Come back later.
We don't have any.
Oh, well, that's got to be a first, I got to tell you. So forget your question anyways. We got someone else standing up there with their hand up. Yell real loud so I can hear you. What you guys have always wanted to do in life, aside from acting, what is something you've always wanted to do in life?
I've done everything. I'm not going to leave this earth unhappy. How about you?
Yeah, I have a microphone. It must be the Joker's already. But, no, I've been very fortunate too. I'm very happy, very lucky. You know, all of us.
He has dogs.
That's true.
Big ones like this.
You know why they say a dog is man's best friend? Because he wags his tail instead of his tongue.
Oh, wait a minute. Do you know what he was doing last night? Tell the audience.
I was out fighting penis
You
villains.
were not. Tell me. You just took out.
Well, no, I work all the time. My wife and I operate the world's largest giant breed dog rescue. I don't know if any of you know that. And for 20 years, this is our charity. And so we've rescued more than 15,000 dogs. Everyone that would have been put to sleep, we saved them. And if any of you guys out there have dogs? Well, this this is not a commercial, but I'm going to tell you something. We have dogs now living 25 years, healthy. You've got to go to our website, gentlegiantsrescue.com. We have a special way we feed them and care for them and a special food. And I have 22 dogs now between 14 to 25 years old. And every one of you can have your dogs for another 10 or 15 more years if you follow what we've done.
Great work. Great work.
Back to Batman.
Back to Batman. We got another question up here somewhere? If you can shout it real loud, go ahead. Okay, Catwoman. Julie, can you actually turn into a cat? Maybe we can get her to purr for us. Should we get her to purr?
But I am a cat. I don't have to turn into a cat. I am one. Don't I look like a cat? You look like a kitty. Say purr.
Okay, I'm going to come over this side of the stage and see if there's someone over here that wants to ask a question. Sir, go ahead. Here, let me give you mine.
What was your favorite episode?
What was your favorite episode, guys?
You know, we did 120 episodes, and for me, as a young actor working with so many great stars that I had seen on TV and movies growing up, I enjoyed working on every single episode. The show that we made was a lot of fun to make, but it was also really very dangerous at the time. We had a lot of explosions and stuff like that. So my first goal was survival. That was my initial goal. And from the first day that we started filming back in September 1965, we came on January 12, 1966. I had quite an experience with the Batmobile. That was my very first shot of the day, the first day of filming, and they said, well, you got to go in this Bronson Canyon cave because this is where we're going to film the Batmobile. You remember that shot coming out and the sign goes down? Well, I got in the Batmobile, and I was dressed as Robin, of course, and I looked over and I thought it was Adam West as Batman, but it wasn't. It was someone else, and I said, well, who are you? He said, oh, my name is Huey, and I said, well, what are you doing here? He says, well, I'm doing a stunt because it's really very dangerous what we're about to do. I said, really? And he said, yeah. He said, they hire me because they don't want Adam to get hurt. I said, okay, well, what do we have to do? Oh, we're going to come out at 55 miles an hour right at the camera. We have to make a sharp left turn. The sign has to go down, and we have to zoom out off camera. And I said, oh, okay. And I said, gee, so you're Adam's stuntman? Oh, yeah. I said, well, geez, do I have a stuntman? Oh, yeah, you've got one. I said, great. Well, where is he? Oh, he's over drinking coffee with Adam West. I said, well, huh. So I called over to the second assistant director, and I said, you know, I think there's a mistake here. I mean, I'm sitting here, and I understand this is a dangerous shot we're about to do. He says, no, you're right. It is very dangerous. I said, well, why aren't you using my stuntman? He says, oh, we can't use him. I said, why? Oh, because he doesn't look like you. I said, well, why would you hire somebody as my stuntman if he doesn't look like me? Well, we tried. We couldn't find anybody. So anyway, we came out at 55 miles an hour, unexpectedly, not the stuntman's fault. My door flew open on the right-hand side. And as I'm thrown out by centrifugal force, I managed to catch my little finger on the gear shift knob that kept me from falling out. But the door knocked over the camera, knocked over the cameraman, knocked over a light, but the holding on actually pulled my finger out of the socket, which I had never had the pleasure of having that happen. So they ran over afterwards. They said, Burt, you okay? I said, yeah, but look at my hand, it's all swollen. They said, we're going to get you to the emergency hospital right away. I said, great. They said, just as soon as we get the shot. I said, well, what does that mean? Oh, well, I mean, we got a whole crew. We got 80 guys. We got lights. We can't have you leave now. This was at 7:30 in the morning. I got to the hospital at noon. But that's, I guess that's the rigors of filmmaking. But for the first 4 of the 5 days of filming, there were explosions, burns. Every day I went to the hospital. And I'd never been to a hospital. every day. And you know something? I didn't think I was going to survive that first episode. I said, how are we going to make all these shows? That was so dangerous to do the show. So what they did, the producers, they said, look, we'll make you feel better. We're going to take out a $3 million life insurance policy on you. I said, I don't know that makes me feel any better. And they said, but by the time we finished the last episode, 120th episode, I honestly felt they were trying to collect on that policy. They just kept making more and more dangerous. But that, other than that, and other than the costume, which I wouldn't recommend to anybody, I put it on last night. Yeah. Well, just very private moments with my wife. But in any event, other than the costume, we had a lot of fun making Batman. We climbed walls, we fought villains, and that question earlier, is there anything that you ever really wanted to do that you haven't done? I would have to say no, because you know, as a kid, I wanted to be like Superboy. I mean, I didn't have a Batman comic, I wasn't aware, but I was aware of Superman. So for me, getting to play it in real life was everything I could ever hope for.
Hey guys, now, don't shoot the messenger because they're flashing me the out of time sign already, but please make your way over to see Julie and Burt over at their autograph booth, and they can certainly have a chat and have some questions and make some noise for